Hello and welcome once again, fellow vinyl aficionados. Welcome back to Racers Vinyl Fast 5. This time it is going to be 5, honest. Hello, welcome once again, everyone. Said that already, but you know, you're always welcome twice. Double welcome. There you go. For those that this is their first time tuning in, the Vinyl Fast 5 is I take 5 albums and I try and find something that ties them all together. At the end of this video, I'm going to do a spoiler alert, then tell you what it is. But if you choose to, don't watch the spoiler and play along in the comments. What do you think ties these 5 albums together? This also is one that was brought up by Young LP Lovers. I will put a link to his channel down below. Why do we all point? It's always going to be down below. Why do we all point? And why do we all sit so close to the camera? Anyway, Chris Young, again from Young LP Lovers, helped me out. I know I say I don't edit. I do know how to edit. And I could make it fancy if I really wanted to. But anyway, I thought I better put this in there because I bothered to put it on the screen. That's Young LP Lovers back there. That's Chris Young and his channel. Again, I'll put a link in the description of this video, but I wanted to point that out. So you get an edit today. What I need you to do, and you can put this in the comments along with your guess, is I need you to pick a number between 1 and 48, and then I need a second number between 1 and 30. The 1 and 48 represents the number of bins, and I don't think I've got the camera low enough. Anyway, I've got the Calyx shelves. They all have bins. There's 48 of them have records in them for right now. There's some empty ones. Not for long, though. Hopefully. And then within those bins, there's usually at least 30. So first number is the bin number. Second number is the album within the bin. Sometimes I come up with the concept for the Fast 5. Other times I use those numbers. The first album chosen, then I got to go and figure out the other 4 that go along with it. Oh yeah, I got to point out, new Godzilla shirt for Christmas. Pretty spanky. Very nice, eh? There you go. Godzilla fans out there, I'm sure. There's got to be a couple. Anyway, without further ado, here is episode 12 of Racers Vinyl Fast 5. Not even going to edit it out. So, it was bin 46. No, bin 42. Bin 42. Album number 6 that Chris chose when he left that in the comments. That happened to be The Temptations and the album Cloud 9. So that is where we're going to start. The Temptations, Cloud 9. What else is on here? I heard it through the grapevine. And to be honest, I did try and find 5 different versions of I heard it through the grapevine. There are. I just don't have an album with everybody on them. I don't have that on an album. You know what I mean. I couldn't find 5 that I own that had I heard it through the grapevine. I think I got to 3. Anyway, Cloud 9 from The Temptations. We're going to try and keep this shorter and not as babbly. Up next is Evanescence. And the album is The Open Door. Now, I should state once again, and this is late into the video, and if this is your first time, I kind of explained the concept, but I should say it could be something on the front of the album, the back of the album. It could be a song. It could be the band. It could factor into a lot of different things. So, I forgot to show you the front and the back. It's nothing on the back this time. There's your hint. Anyway, Evanescence, and the album is The Open Door, but I'll still show you the front and the back. There you go. Now, don't forget, I am going to give away the answer at the end, but there will be a spoiler alert, so for those that enjoy playing along, don't watch the spoiler. It's pretty simple. All right, would you like some drums? Yes, please, I would. How about some Dream Theater drums? Yeah, not bad. The guy's okay. I think if he practices a little bit, he'll probably be all right. Anyway, Dream Theater, the album is Black Clouds and Silver Linings. There is the front with as little glare on it as I can possibly muster. It's not the back this time, or I would have taken the album out if it would have possibly been the back, but it's nothing on the back this time. So there you go. There's the back of Black Clouds and Silver Linings from Dream Academy. Dream Theater, not Dream Academy. There is a Dream Academy, though, but Dream Theater. Up next is this one. You may recognize this one. Pink Floyd and Company. There is the front. And, of course, this is Animals. There is the front. There is the back. A little closer look at the front. And it's not that every album has a flying pig on it, but this one does. Flying pig. Flying pig. There you go. And last but not least, in the Racers Vinyl Fast 5 for today, what ties these 5 together? Here you go. It is December's Children and Everybody's the Rolling Stones. So there's the front, there is the back, again the front and the back. It's got nothing to do with the back this time. So there's the 5. I'll go through them again though quick. Rolling Stones, December's Child, December's Children, Animals by Pink Floyd, Dream Theater, Black Clouds and Silver Linings, Evanescence, Amy and Company, The Open Door, and the one that started it off, which was Bin 42, album number 6, was The Temptations and Cloud 9. So, there you go. There are the 5. 2 things to do if you choose to play along. Don't watch, and I'm going to put spoiler alert up, but don't watch the next little bit because I'm going to explain what it is that ties them together. So let me know what you think it is in the comments, and then as well, give me your 2 numbers again, one between 1 and 48 and another between 1 and 30, and I will make a future Vinyl Fast 5 off of those. Okay, so spoiler alert. Okay, I think that was enough time for a spoiler alert. So here is what ties these 5 together. Did I mention my cool Godzilla shirt? Anyway, so again, this was the album Cloud 9 by The Temptations. This happened to be the bin and album number that came up. So there were a couple options. Again, I talked about it in the video. I tried to get a bunch of people doing I heard it through the grapevine. There's Marvin Gaye's version. There's The Temptations version. There's obviously the CCR version. Gladys Knight does a version. There was a few. Anyway, I only had 3, so I didn't go with that. Anyway, Cloud. And it will be plural as well. But it's Cloud that ties everything together. So obviously Cloud 9. There is also, I also tried to make it Cloud 9, but that would have been super obvious because there's Cloud 9. Then there's George Harrison, Cloud 9. There are songs Cloud 9. I think there might even be a 3rd album actually called Cloud 9. But anyway, I digress. It is Cloud. So Clouds for Cloud 9, obviously. When it comes to Evanescence, there is a song called Cloud 9. There you go. So again, I could have tried to make it Cloud 9. There's that. There's that. What's up on here? Oh yeah, right. Dream Theater. Black Clouds and Silver Lining, but Clouds. That tied that one together. On here, this was a stretch, but I like to throw it in. Do you want these to be difficult or easy? Let me know that in the comments as well. But I guess if you're at this point, you might not be in the comments. Anyway, it's all the clouds that are on the cover of this album. Ominous clouds, and fluffy clouds, and flying pigs. So there you go. Clouds, it counts. I make up the rules, it counts. And now that you know, what do you think is on here? That's right, Get Off of My Cloud, by Keith, Mick, and the rest of the Rolling Stones at this time frame. Anyway. I almost forgot to tell you my smart-ass joke. No offense, by the way, if you're Scottish to this one. If you say no offense, does that take you off the hook? Anyway, what is the difference between the Rolling Stones and a Scottish person? One says, "Hey, you, get off of my cloud." The other says, "Hey, McCloud, get off of my you." Time frame. Anyway, so there you go. That is what tied those 5 together. Cloud, clouds, and or pictures of clouds. If you've watched this far, thanks very much. Again, you don't necessarily need to leave me the comment of what you think it is, unless you really want to, in the comments, because I just told you. But do leave me your bin number and your album number, and I will try and make a Vinyl Fast 5 from that later on. There you go. That's episode 12 of Racers Vinyl Fast 5.